Hey everyone, welcome back to another video review. Today we're going to be looking at the BitFenix Hydra Pro and Recon fan controllers. Alright, so right here we have the two fan controllers. We have the Hydra Pro and the Recon fan controller from BitFenix. I'm going to start off with having a quick look at the Hydra Pro, because for the other one, for the Recon, we actually need power, and well, what I'm going to do basically is cover the Hydra Pro, explain a little what these buttons do, what they all are, explain what the cables are. And what you're then going to do is have a look at the Recon, and that's the first one that I'm gonna start also together with a lot of fans, so 5 fans in total. And after that I'll also show the Hydra Pro with 5 fans in total. Alright, so this here is the Hydra Pro. Fan controller for 5 fans, and also for controlling with this knob right here the LEDs of said fans. Now, let's have a quick look at how these work. Basically, this is how it's in your case. So the fans right now are all on 100%, or well, with these knobs, but you can push them down and then they go down in speed. I have not tested this yet. You will see the test a little bit further in review, but I think these go down to completely off, so that the fan is off completely. Now then you have the button, as I said, for the LEDs of the fans, and those are, well, you know, they connect that button with these cables, and yeah, this is not for CCReviews or, you know, cold cathodes or separate LEDs in your case, because these cables that I just showed you, they connect to the CCReviews fans from BitFenix. Now, you could probably mount these cables to connect to the, you know, cold cathodes or LEDs, whatever you want. Not sure about the voltages then, though. You should actually check that on the specifications and, you know, the voltages of your lighting. But that would be interesting. But yeah, that's also a negative thing, I think, right here. That's just that it's only connectable to fans from BitFenix, because actually in the end there's not really many fans out there with that cable. It's not really BitFenix. It's not a problem created by BitFenix, of course. This is just an extra feature with this fan controller, and of course together with the BitFenix fan, that's gonna look really good. It's gonna be very interesting, so I would recommend buying this with the CCReviews fans, of course. And this is also a smart move by BitFenix. But in the end, if you have other fans and you think, oh, now I can actually change the LEDs on and off, no, that's not possible, because you need to connect that button with these cables, and your fans need a connection like this separately for the LEDs. Now, I have seen cables like that with fans from Cooler Master once in the CM Stormtrooper case. I think that they had that connection as well. I'm not sure, but you can check that, of course, in your case if you have that case, and if you want to buy this fan controller for it. Alright, so let's continue the tour. I also have to mention right here that there is a power LED right here. So yeah, in the back we have, as I said, the connections for the LEDs, and then we have the 5 fan connections, and these are all 3-pin fan connections, and they of course go in with 2 cables to the connections right here to the buttons. And then you have this cable here, and this is for power, and you connect it with a Molex connector to your power supply. It's very simple to install. You get 3 holes on the side here, and to install it you also get 4 screws included. So of course you have those probably with your case, but they include that extra right there. You have these 3 different sizes. Very nice to see, because sometimes that is quite interesting because of the differences in cases. Alright, so I said I was going to test the Recon with the power supply and the fans. But first I am actually going to go over the cables first, because of course I should actually do that as I did with the other fan controller. Now, yeah, this is a touchscreen. I just took off the protective film on it, so this is what the touchscreen looks like when it's not powered on. Alright, so also what I had to say probably with the other fan controller is that the coat here around the screen and around the buttons on the other fan controller. Actually, this is a rubber coat. This goes very well with the rubber coated cases from BitFenix, but also with any other case or black case out there. I just quickly checked that, and the black color of this coat actually goes together very nicely with the DVD riders in black that you have, although they are not rubber coated. So this is actually a rubber coated fan controller. Alright, let's have a look. Again, you have the different sizes here, very interesting. They also include 4 screws for that. And on this side you have a little bit more cables than you get with the Hydra Pro. So let's go over the cables quickly and say what. Let's have a look at what they do. So first of all, you have the power, also with a Molex connector, and of course, very obvious, you need power for this. Then you have the 5 connections for the fans, and these are 4-pin connections. This is rather more useful sometimes because there are fans out there with 4-pin connections. So okay, let's move those aside. Then right here we have 5 temperature probes, which you can put anywhere in your case that you want. They include a couple of double-sided tapes for that, so you can actually stick them somewhere in your case. These will indicate the temperature on the little screen. And then right here we have 2 USB 2 USB connections. Or that's actually USB 2, or yeah, doesn't really matter. But you have 2 USB connections here, and what this is for is actually that if you want to use this fan controller, and this is an interesting option they give you here, you can actually command it through a browser or through a program, or just through a mobile device like a smartphone. That is actually possible with this fan controller. A very neat feature, not very obvious if you think about it, but there are some positive things about that, and we'll cover that in a second. Now, aside from the 4 screws that they include with the Recon and the double-sided tape, they also include 2 extra temperature probes, because they might get damaged after a while, or you might notice one is broken. Well, you get 2 extra ones. And also 2 extra cables for the fan controller, so you can actually make the cables that they already have. You can actually make them longer, so that's interesting for if you have a big size tower case and you have cables very far, or fans very far, and you need longer cables. You can actually do that with this. Very nice. Alright, so I've made a quick setup here of a couple of fans that I have lying around, together with the fan controller and the power supply. And I'm jump starting the power supply. Well, I actually have, because you can see the monitor right there, the LCD is on. Well, yeah, so I jump started the power supply and I started the fans. I tested them a little, tested the controller a little, and now I'm gonna show you guys how it works. And to be sure about what I say, I did take the manual, because I do find that it can be a little confusing from time to time. Just certainly in the first minute that you use it, I have only used it for about 5 seconds, so to say. So yeah, let's I'm putting the manual here somewhere. Alright, sorry. Let's start. So basically this is on manual right now, so everything is off. And I did notice one thing. I just noticed that this fan right here, the Enermax fan, which many people have asked questions about because you've seen it in the review of the Schoolmaster Hybrid, Pro Hybrid, whatever it's called, power supply. I don't know the exact name anymore. I wasn't sure. Anyway, that was the fan in there. That fan came free with the Modu 87 Plus power supply that I got from Enermax. You can buy these fans though from Enermax as well. Anyway, so you have the fan controller here, and what I noticed with the fan right here is that for some reason the LEDs shut down after a while. I don't have this issue with these fans right here, although this fan right here shows some issues, perhaps because it has a fan controller for speed and one knob for animations of the LEDs. Or yeah, it was animations, not just on-off, it was animations. So it does show a few issues with that. I'm not sure if it's the fan now or if it is a fan controller. I don't use this fan that often, so last time it did work like it should. So maybe it's a fan controller. I hope not. I actually hope it's not the fan controller, otherwise it's a little bit of a shame there. Anyway, yeah, let's start by going to manual here. Sorry, auto here. Oh, they start. They're all running. and the fan controller is adjusting their speeds to the current temperature. So it says here 30 degrees Celsius, and you see that I don't get this. Probably because it's starting to adjust the speed and doesn't really work with the entire setup of the LEDs and the knobs that it has. Probably something with that. But yeah, so it's adjusting the speeds because it's 30 degrees Celsius in here. Yes, there's a heat wave in Belgium. It's 30 degrees Celsius. So these fans are actually nice right now. Certainly on this side. Yeah, so we got a couple of fans here, and we have 5 of them, and you can control them like this. So basically, you have the 5 channels here, and you can select them by going from one fan to the other. You can see right now which speed they're at: 1300 RPM, 1100. Oh, see, in that one, it's showing issues. I don't know what it's doing exactly. It's like it's resetting, and then it's gonna stop again, like right now somewhere. There we go. So I don't get that. I'm gonna check out what that actually is with the next fan controller, with the Hydra Pro. I got the temperature probes right here. If I hold them in my hand, it's gonna quickly rise. So 32 right now, 33, and they should probably start adjusting. 34, 35. Yeah, they should go higher now. No? No one? Huh, weird. They just did it. Anyway, if we go to... oh, yeah, this one's starting to do something again. Oh well. Let's go to manual, because manual was quite interesting too. If you go to manual, you can see that all the fans are off because they're all off on manual. So if you use this in your case and you're going to manual, make sure that you turn them on. So let's go to the first fan, the anti-trickle fan right there. We can change the speed by pressing the fan here, and then we can spin it, let it spin faster or slower. So we gotta wait, like, I think it's at 1000 now, and then now it's at 2000 RPM. So I'm, oh wait, right, so I gotta press this, and then I gotta change the RPM, and then press that again. Yeah, and now it's going down. Or is it? Yeah, it's going down. So now it's slowly going down to the speed that I said it should be at. So you press the fan, you select the RPM, then you press it again, and then it goes down to that speed. It's very nice and done actually. Although it's a lot of pushing screens, but yeah, it's nicely done. I like it. Alright, so let's try the Jelly Solutions fan right here. Very nice fan indeed. So let's give this some power. Let's power it up to 1300. So it's coming from 1800 right now, and it's going to go down a little. Hopefully. And is not going down. Should be at 1300. And now it's going down. So I don't know, these are some things that, you know, does go a bit slower from time to time. I've not seen other reviewers do this or show this quite like this. They all show the software, which I'm not going to show, because what you do with the software is exactly what you do with the fan controller, except similar interface, of course, and it's either in your browser or in your PC, or in a program on your PC, I don't know exactly, and or on your smartphone. So yeah, I'm not really gonna show that, but I'm showing this. Alright, let's turn on another fan. We got the turbine fan here from Cool Master. This one should go up to maximum of 800 RPM, I think. Let's put it at 800 or 600. Let's put it at 600. It says at 900 right now. It's possible that it's at 900. So it should go down to 700, or I guess, or 600. And yeah, whatever it's, whatever I selected. What did I select? I already forgot. Oh, 600. It's a bad short-term memory. So it's gonna go down to 600 in like a few seconds, I guess. So basically it's taking a while to do that. Interesting to know. Although it's a little weird, if you select the lower RPM it should go down immediately. Why not? Yeah, it's going down now, I can see it. Alright. Interesting. So, you heard that this makes a lot of noise as well, so how can you turn it off? Just by pressing this here, and then you can, you know, change everything if you want. But honestly, actually I like the sound on and off. I like that they have given you the option. Sometimes I like it off, or mostly I like it off, but with a touchscreen like this, it's nice to have it on if you're actually really using it a lot, because you don't really always see immediately if it actually worked. Another button I think is this. Yeah, you can change from Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. So also very nice for the people who use Fahrenheit. And yeah, then there's the power button right here. And I have no clue what this does. It doesn't work right now, so maybe it's because it's not connected to my computer. Although I find this a little weird, it should work. On auto as well, doesn't really do a thing. So yeah, really wondering what that actually means. Normally it says here that or I read at least that the display should go off and that all the fans keep running and that you can turn it on again just by pressing anywhere on the display. That's what it said somewhere, I think on the BitFenix website or somewhere here on the manual. I read it somewhere anyway. But the button doesn't really work here. But I don't know, I don't care, I don't really think it's needed. Okay, so this was the test of the BitFenix Recon fan controller. A very nice fan controller with a very good touch and a very nice look. I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer at least once to show you guys the look of the screen, the LCD. It does reflect indeed. It's not too bright and it's very sharp. I like it. Let's move over to the next fan controller, the Hydra Pro. Alright, so we have the exact same setup, almost. We have another fan controller and another fan, replacing the Gelid Solutions Wing 14 fan. Why did I replace this fan? Because, well, it has a 4-pin connector, and the the Hydra Pro does not support 4-pin connectors on its cables. Basically, it's a very basic fan controller. I've also just tested it quickly, and I came to the conclusion, a conclusion that I actually had in mind about this fan. This fan does not go well with the other fan controller. Why not? Well, because the fan controller doesn't give enough wattage to this fan. Certainly when it's on automatic. Because the LEDs require quite a lot of power, and the main power gets given to the motor inside here, but the LEDs don't always work, and I'll show you guys this actually when it's on. So I'm going to turn on the power supply now, and they will start. You're going to hear all the fans. It's quite loud because it's all on maximum. So yeah, let's start this. Alright, so they're all on. As you can see, we have, I'm going to bring you in a bit closer for that, a white power LED. Alright. Alright, so let's start with showing what I had to show with this fan here. So it was just this. We basically saw this, right? And that's now almost off, and it's not completely off because I thought it was gonna turn them off, but they don't. They don't turn off completely. They just go to a very, very low RPM. But yeah, like this, it kind of works. It's a little bit flashing like that, flickering. Like this, it seems perfect. But yeah, I'm not recommending this fan with a fan controller. Maybe it's because this is one of their series. This is not the only fan, of course. This one has like a speed switch, and speed switch is completely up. yeah, it's completely up. You have a a button for the animations, quite fancy indeed. I don't really recommend this fan with a fan controller. Yeah. Anyway, it's not really about this fan, it's about the fan controller. So, yeah, as you can see, you can just turn on or off, or almost off, the fans. They're very low right now. You don't hear them at all. I hear nothing. Although I'm getting good airflow from a cool master cycle throw here. This one's giving very good RPM. And this one actually also too. Sorry, CFM. So yeah, you can turn up or down everything, all the speeds. I'm gonna make sure there's enough light because I'm standing in front of the light coming from my window. I don't have my studio lights on right now. But yeah, that's all there is to say about this. Can't really use this button here because there's nothing connected. The BitFenix did not send me their Spectre Pro fans. If they would have done that, I would have showed them here, perhaps even reviewed them. Maybe I'll ask him to send me one later and maybe use it in a build or something. But yeah, that was the fan controller, the Hydra Pro from BitFenix. Alright, so very interesting review, I hope. I have quite a good conclusion about this review. I both like the products very much. BitFenix done a really good job here. The first product that I ever reviewed from BitFenix was their Colossus case. I really like that case too, and I like that they kept the soft touch thing on their products. Right now we have the black soft touch finish, the rubberized coat, you know. Really like that. Now, you have two fan controllers here. Recon is a very advanced fan controller. You have a lot of options with it. Temperature probes are all very interesting. You get temperatures just on the screen right there. You get the software included, which I didn't show, but you can see it in other reviews. Really, if you really want, you find that in every single review. Although they didn't really say everything in their reviews, I did actually check other reviews. I do that because I want to see what they don't cover and what they forget. So yeah. The fan controller is very nice, very advanced, a little bit more sophisticated. What else can I say? I'm really just thinking now. That's basically all there is to it. More advanced. You get a lot of cables though, and by the way, I did want to say that the USB cable is very long indeed. So if you are thinking that it's not going to fit in your big size tower case, it will. This is very good. BitFenix really thought of that. Also, all the cables are connected to the fan controllers when you get them. I didn't take them off because there's no use for taking them off, because you gotta put them back on when you're gonna use a fan controller. Or you could take the cables up that you're certainly not gonna use, but probably you're gonna use all of them. Yeah. Then the Hydra Pro is a little bit more back to basics with the fan controller. You get simple control for all the fans on in a very nice sliding way. You don't really see that. These buttons are actually low profile, so the positive thing here is that you can put it behind most doors of cases instead of knobs, which I have on my case here. These knobs are like a centimeter. You don't put that behind most doors of most cases. So with this low profile button you can actually do that, and same of course with the touchscreen. That's perfect for that. But yeah, more sophisticated and more back to basic. Love it. They're both getting my Brilliant award because they're both just brilliant. BitFenix has thought of practically anything. The fact that there is a LED button here, it's not a downer if you don't use it. It's just there, but it doesn't look hideous, so that looks really nice. In the end, and it's a very nice option, of course, and another reason to buy their BitFenix Spectre Pro fans, which I have seen before, and they also look really nice. So, yeah, brilliant award for these products. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, leave them here in the comment area below in YouTube, or go to the website www.ccreviews.eu, and Leave your comments or questions there if you want. I answer them everywhere that they get posted. You can also find the pros and cons list on our website, also another link in the description box. And yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned for more videos, they're coming soon. And yeah, thanks for BitFenix for sponsoring us. See you guys in the next video.